I cannot believe I am finally sitting down and making a YouTube video about what's actually been going on with me for the past 3 or so months. I sit before you today 16 weeks pregnant, and sometimes you gotta laugh, keep from crying, because if you didn't watch my last video, I gave you all a life update and I kind of shared how I've been feeling distant from God. I shared my broken abstinence. You know, I broke abstinence after 2 years, but I kind of danced around why I was feeling like I was feeling. And I did mention in March I got some news, and this is the news. So if you haven't watched that video, go back and watch it, and then come back here. And now that you're back, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kalesha if you are new, and in today's video I'll be sharing with you how I found out I was expecting. Okay, before I get into this video, no, I'm not 100% excited about it. I'm still in very much of a shock. I'm very nervous. I'm very scared. I have a little bit of shame. I'm not even gonna lie. I got a little bit of shame to sit before you and just air this out. However, this is my truth. This is where I am right now. This is my current walk. This is the plan of God, apparently. And I gotta roll with it. You know, I gotta accept it and I gotta roll with it. So I don't want to do too much rambling. I'm just gonna hop right into the meat of this video. So if you want to find out how I got pregnant, just keep on watching. So in last week's video, I did tell you all a little bit about Valentine's Day and when I broke my abstinence journey. And it was on that exact encounter, or sexual encounter, is when I got pregnant. So yes, I sit before you. The first time I had sex in 2 years, I got pregnant. Yep. So I'm gonna share a few clips of that day with you all to paint a little picture of the, I guess, the vibes and the mood that was going on in the space and why it led to what it led to, and then we'll get into me finding out a month later that I was expecting.
Getting how to slow down, and I never wanna be without you, baby, without you, baby. Oh, no, it doesn't have to be complex. Lay with my head on your chest. I'm driving slow, so back roads in my mind. So tell me how you feel, 'cause
Video, right? Yeah, real cute, real cute. That real cuteness got me in this predicament right now, but you know, we ain't gonna get into all that. So we had a very nice Valentine's Day weekend, okay, as you can see. And March 6th rolled around. This is about not even a full month, but about 3 weeks and some change. I noticed my cycle was late, and it was 2 days late to be exact. And I didn't really stress about it so quickly. I just told my partner, hey, I'm 2 days late, but you know, February was a short month. It could just be a little bit off, so we'll give it a few more days before we like go into panic mode. And if it's not on in like the next day or two, I'm definitely pregnant and we need to take an at-home test. And so that was the plan. So in the next 4 days, which was March 10th, I went to visit my partner and I bought some pregnancy tests, and we decided to take the test together. And just say, yeah, I remember being so nervous that I had to like make everything super comical. Like I just kept laughing. I kept like making jokes and just kind of, you know, giggling. But inside I was like dying. Like why, Lord? Why, Kalesha? Why? So I took this test when I was about 4 days late, and at this point it was really and I can't say I was like nervous, like am I pregnant? I was pretty sure I was pregnant because I was 4 days late, and I'm never late, especially because I had been abstinent for the past 2 years. Like my cycle came regularly. So I've had sex once, now my cycle ain't here. I mean, the math is mathing, you know what I'm saying? So it was just a formality at this point to actually confirm it. And that's exactly what the test did. I mean, it confirmed it, okay? The instructions said I would have had to wait 1 to 3 minutes to, you know, get the results. And that's usually that time where everyone's like waiting so anxiously, so nervous, and just so scared. We did not have that chance. We did not have to wait. I was midstream urinating on that stick and it said positive. Midstream, I kid you not. I was holding it down there and bloop, plus sign right off the bat. No faint line. It was a plus sign and it was apparent. It was like right in your face. So there was no denying it. And I remember just looking up at him like, well, here we are, you know. Next thing to do is like call the OB, but it was pretty late when we took the test, so I did have to wait the next day. However, he decided to go ahead and share the news with his parents, and surprisingly, they were like very, 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 very excited. Very excited. And I'm just like, okay. I already knew my parents were not gonna have the same reaction, and I just needed a day to process anyway. So I waited till the next morning to call my mother and tell her the news. She was I wish I had gotten this conversation on the phone, because it was like she was holding me accountable and sharing that she was disappointed, but she was also very encouraging and hopeful and shared her excitement as well. So it was a lot of mixed emotions on that call. She just stated, you know, I hate you, you know, falling off of your journey. You know, I hope you're not allowing this relationship to be a distraction, you know, and things of such, which are valid concerns, very valid concerns. She proceeded to go on and just say how she was still excited, you know, being that I lost a daughter 2 years ago. She was super excited that I was expecting again. And she actually said she hoped it was twins. And I was like, Mama, that's wild. Like, you need to chill out, you know, like, nah, ain't nobody trying to do all that. I'm trying to swallow getting a positive on this stick. It don't need to be two now, you running out. So I just kind of threw that to the side, and that was it. And then the most dreaded conversation was the conversation that I would have to have with my dad. Y'all don't really know my daddy like that, but for y'all that know me and y'all that know Lee, he don't care what he say. So immediately when I called and told him, I was like, Dad, well, I'm pregnant. He was like, I thought you said you weren't doing it. I was like, well, I wasn't. Like, I just did it one time and here we are. And he like, you don't know what a condom is? You know, like he off the rip, like at my neck. So by the time I got off the phone with him, I was crying. Like I was just like, oh my God, I'm the worst. You know, he didn't kick me when I'm down, like I'm the worst or whatever. And he did later call back and apologize and let me know he ain't still excited. He ain't looking forward to it like that, but he's here for me and he's here to support me and that everything would be okay. So after telling our families, I went ahead and called my OB to set up my first, you know, ultrasound to actually confirm the pregnancy. So little did I know, my OB did not want to see me until I was at least 8 weeks. So I took the test when I was about 4 weeks and 4 days, according to the app that I use. So I had a whole month just about to wait until I got an actual, you know, visual of my baby and to actually hear a heartbeat. And I remember in that 4 weeks feeling so anxious, and I just had way too much time to just like think and create all kind of scenarios in my head from March 10th to April 4th. And I just remember being so anxious in that time. So by the time the day rolled around, I was just a big ball of nerves. Like I couldn't even, I had so much going through my head that I was just like, can we just get this over with? You know, like, can we just get this over with? So stay tuned for next week's video. I am super excited to share next week's video because it'll be my first ultrasound in 2 years, and it was my first time seeing my baby and hearing a heartbeat, and it just, you know, that's fun stuff. That's the fun stuff that you get to see when you're pregnant, especially this early on. You know, you don't feel any movement. You see your body growing and changing, but you don't feel any movement. So when you go into those ultrasounds and you see your baby just moving around and healthy, that's just reassurance that everything is moving smoothly and everything. So before I go, I'm gonna give you all a little bump shot. I am 16 weeks. And this is how I look right now. Still pretty small. I'm gonna raise this dress up so y'all can kind of see a little bit of my stomach. So this is how it looks with the pants on from the front. I'm having an outie already that I don't like, and it's very sensitive, but this is kind of how I look from the side. And then if I pull that down, you can kind of see where, you know, it's starting to be a real bump. So I can't wait to share with you all my first ultrasound experience. I vlogged the whole day, so be sure to go ahead and subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss that upload, and I will see y'all next week.